My name is Lai Xiu. I'm an ordinary high school student. I don't know why. I can learn things from books at a glance. But teachers need to spend a class to explain. I can't help it. It's too boring. So I can only read comics to pass the time. Recently, I've been following this drama. There's a guy with the same name as me, also named Li Xiu. He's crazy and handsome. I like him. This senior brother named Li Xiu, he has outstanding talent, handsome and unrestrained. Now he is written as the protagonist's tool. He tries to harm the protagonist, tricks the protagonist into Forbidden's area. The protagonist obtains the Li Xiu's martial arts. He practices the demon sex mental method. He went crazy and lost all his power. Now he's going to rape his junior sister. I was so angry that I typed and prepared to run. I didn't expect the sound was too loud. Damn, I haven't sent it yet. But my voice was too loud, which scared the students. Li Xiu, get out of here. What time is it? Still playing with your phone. I won't waste my time with you. Go to my office and wait. I'll teach you a lesson after class. I thought about it. I might as well go home. I'll charge my phone and continue to scold. Who would have thought that at this time, my phone was out of power? Suddenly received a reply from the comic author. It seems that you want to modify the plot. You really want to. You're so creative. You can tell the rest of Li Xiu's life. You are Li Xiu. Li Xiu is you. This message completely confused me. But a lightning suddenly jumped out from nowhere and directly pulled me into a time-space vortex. Sure enough, I was about to do something inappropriate to my junior sister. My junior sister was shyly questioning me in bed. I could only say it was a misunderstanding. Who would have thought that the next moment, the door of the junior sister's room opened. The second elder of the sect led his disciples, surrounded the place tightly. I immediately felt that the situation was not good. The second elder at this moment seemed to have expected me to appear here. Things seemed to become interesting. I not only crossed over to be the male lead of the novel, but also rubbed my fellow apprentice on the ground. What should I do? Please help me. It's urgent. I was caught doing something bad at the moment. The servants in the sect were scrambling to catch the bearded elder. He shouted sternly, "Take down Li Xiu." Yes, I am the male lead Li Xiu in the novel. The sword was less than 1 centimeter from my throat. I shouted loudly, "And this old gentleman, please calm down. This is a misunderstanding." At this moment, I thought to myself, isn't this the plot of the comic I just read? I really crossed over to the Duke Xiu. Everyone listen to me. I'm not Li Xiu. I've traveled through time. I guess no normal person would believe it. A little guy grabbed my collar and shouted that you are not the leader, but a beast. You actually want to rape your fellow disciple. I quickly replied, bro, I'm not the leader. I'm from the future. I'm from Beijing. Join the witch child gate. I'm not a leader. But who would have thought that the junior sister over there cried? Please, elder, you must punish him. Just now, the eldest senior brother showed me his newly cultivated demonic arts. Unexpectedly, he had evil intentions towards me. At this time, I also read the information of my junior sister. Her name is Zhang, 16 years old. She is one of my younger sisters. The long-bearded old man shouted angrily, demon cult technique. No wonder you're talking nonsense now. And dares to practice the demonic heart method. It turns out that the long-bearded old man is the second master of the immortal sect. named Elder Chengqin. But now I think he's not sincere at all. But he's actually cunning. At this time, a small minion shouted loudly to welcome the master. Elder Chengqin immediately echoed, "Senior brother, you came at the right time. The handsome man in front of us is the immortal sect, named Long Zhangju, is my biological master." The old man said seriously, "Long Zhangkuo, this is the good disciple you taught. He practices the demon sect's mind method and defiled his fellow disciples. You can handle it." Master replied, "If it's true, I will go in person." Now it seems that Elder Chengqin is determined to tell me. Even if the master came, he wouldn't care about me. At this moment, I'm cursing the author for giving me such a bad task. Stealing the demon's mental method and rape my fellow disciple. This trap is so perfect that there's no chance to leave alive. But at this moment, I can't be discouraged. I didn't even take off my clothes. What else can I do to get out of this situation? Master kindly asked at this moment, "What Elder Chengqin said is all true. Is true? What can I do? This must be all fake. I didn't even take off my clothes. Who knows? That damn Chengqin elder shouted even more fiercely, 'You still quibble at the moment of death. Just these few books of heart words. The reputation of the immortal sect will plummet. If I don't kill you, to calm the anger of Nanping,' and forced Master to come up with a solution. Even if Master is biased towards me, there's nothing I can do. It seems that this Changlao Chengqin really wants me dead. Master is now in a dilemma. What should I do?" Just as the old man was gloating, a piece of information suddenly flashed through my mind. If I use this information, I can definitely escape. Next, please watch my performance. My good master, I know I made a big mistake. I'm willing to die. But before I die, I have one last word. I was dragged to the place of execution again. But I didn't kill him. At this moment, the corners of my mouth rose. The old man spoke arrogantly to me again. "Li Su, you are dying. What tricks do you want to play?" I replied with a smile. "Elder Chengqin, don't worry, I don't dare to play tricks. I just have something to say to you alone." The old man was a little angry when he saw me like this. "What else do you have to say?" The old man thought I must have a killer move. He quickly told the leader, "Master, this kid must be up to something," and asked me to kill this kid right away. At this time, I just said a few words softly and made the old man sit down. "I heard that a Westerner has come to Chungshang Tower. Miss Hell is not only beautiful, but also has a unique skill that no one else knows. This craft. We sincerely ask you, Elder." "Yes." The servant next to me, they thought I was scared silly. The sincere elder was already panicked at this moment. "Li Xiu, you little bastard. If you say one more word, I will kill you. I don't need to add. If you want everyone to know, Shinya and Shu, Wu sect is going to assassinate Zhu Dao during the duel. Zhu Dao, if you have an affair with the nun at the foot of the mountain." At this moment, Elder Chengqin has panicked. He wanted to crush me to ashes. but he let go of my clothes. It seems that this old guy reacted quickly, but I only made one request of him. And I believe you are also a sensible person. I traveled to the comic and molested my junior sister, but was caught by the elder of the sect. What should I do now? The elder saw that I held his life in my hand, so he could only choose to let me go. He quickly abolished my martial arts cultivation. Chenshin elder was afraid that I would expose his secret. He could only choose to do so. Tell the eldest son. Since my martial arts have been abolished, he just needs to expel me from the sect. But master still has feelings for me. Asked the elder if he wanted to kill him just now. Elder Chengshin blushed and was guilty. But master, out of the affection for our past, he chose not to pursue it. But how could I let this old man go? Even if I leave, I must not let Elder Chengshin coax master. Before I die, I have one more thing to tell you. Elder Chengshin colluded with the Western region's 5 poison sect to refine a poison which can make cultivators lose their minds. And the common cause cannot be found. I hope master can take care of himself. And Elder Chengshin also threatened that the day of the competition will be your death day. The old master couldn't sit still when he heard this, staring at the old man with wide eyes. No matter how Elder Ren Chengshin explained, he was at a loss. After all, I have read the comics. After the plot was finished, I have nothing to miss. I walked out of the East Gate alone. But thinking about it, why did I have to go through such an unlucky? Happened to me. Fortunately, I reacted quickly enough, or I would have to sell dried tofu on Chanshan Mountain. Just as I was about to leave the mountain gate, I finally couldn't hold on. I fainted on the muddy roadside. I don't know how long it passed. I finally regained consciousness. I don't know how long I've been lying here. If I get hurt in the comic, if I died, I might really die. But thinking about it makes me angry. The old man's big arm really hurt me, which still gives me some sequelae. But now is not the time to be sad. I can only start from the plot of the comic. Now, the male lead, Zhao Qin, is a genius in cultivation, but is jealous by his fellow apprentice Li Xiu. After experiencing all kinds of bullying, he was imprisoned. Li Xiu returns to the sect. He lied that Zhao Qin entered the forbidden area alone and accidentally died at the hands of a monster. But who would have thought that Zhao Qin killed the monster and accidentally picked up a peerless martial art, and his power increased greatly. He became the #1 in the competition. He killed a bunch of monsters and thus reached the peak of the immortal cultivation world. And me, I was exiled for harming my fellow disciples and practicing magic, and finally was abused to death on the way of exile. According to the current plot, the male lad has probably obtained the divine power. Thinking of this, I get angry. Why do others always start with invincible powers? Or a loser at the beginning? How can I play this game? But the next moment, my incompetent roar triggered a celestial phenomenon. A wordless scripture fell in front of me. First, you have triggered the system trigger condition. I successfully modified. The plot's ending. The author left a few words. Do you want to go home? Complete the task to go home. It seems that I can only try my best. At least the author is a sensible guy. The condition to complete the task is to become you in this world, with no deadline. But it reminds me that the crossing has succeeded. The death of the body in the play is the real death. I feel uncomfortable when I see the task of becoming the protagonist. How could I possibly do that now? But the next second, I was happy, because the system gave other hints. I was caught when I crossed into the comic to bully Hongmin.